So at Generaytor, we help people go solar. Today we unveil a virtual solar, which allows people to get a virtual solar system on their own roof within minutes and free of charge. So looking at people that consider going solar, we see that the decision process is very complicated and with a lot of uncertainty. No wonder so many roofs remain without solar panels. So here at Generaytor, we try to make it as simple as possible. So let me show you how it looks. So this is the Generaytor platform. Let's first take a look at the community. So here are some members of our community in the States, and here are some members of the community in Europe, and we can see how these guys share their success and give each other tips on how to produce more, ask advice, who can carry out the installation, and so on. They can share performance charts of their best days of the year, and so on. So since we're now in Germany, let's try to get me a virtual solar system and see how much energy I can produce. It's very easy. We're going to start with the virtual system. Let's say my roof has 2 planes and 30 degrees tilt. Let's say it's facing this way and a bit of shading. And we're now at the Munich trade fair. So let's find its location. Okay, here we are. This is the trade show. And let's look for a nice roof. Okay. This one is perfect for me. Let's install a solar system on my roof. That's it. Now we're fetching real-time data of systems nearby in Munich and in close by, and we're going to rearrange this data and adjust it to these specific roofs. All right, so we already got the result. Good. So here I can see my yearly production, and I can already see that it's much higher than the average yearly consumption of a German household, which is already good. Some people at this stage already tweet their success or share it on Facebook so their friends can see how great they are, that they are considering solar and going to help the world. But let's just start using the platform. This is much more than just a solar calculator. We're now going to get a day-by-day experience of how my system is going to perform. I can see here that there's another person in Munich, and I'm interested to know how my performance compares to him, because we get his performance in real time, so we can do this. See, this is his system. It's a bit smaller than mine, but that's okay. We can still compare it. My system is much bigger than his, but we want to compare apples to apples, so let's normalize the two systems. And great, I can see that because the systems are located nearby, the sunny days had a similar impact on both of us. And darker days, we both produce a little bit less. And you know what, I'm a little bit competitive today, so let's try to share this success that I produce so much energy with all my friends and all my social circles on Facebook, so they can see also how great solar is, how practical it is, and maybe they would like to consider it for themselves too. What we offer is truly unique. It's the first time I think people take the solar physical world and try to project it on a virtual web social interaction domain. We feel a great responsibility to remain truly objective and neutral, and this is what we do. We don't take stand, we take the observer position, and we let two things set the tone. One is what the end user thinks, and the other one is the actual data that we collect. We don't interfere with that, and we don't have any agendas whatsoever. The founding team came from the solar market, but also from the internet market. We've been working for years with some of the exhibitors in this booth, installing systems big and small, and always focusing on the technology. And during this time we noticed that one factor is almost ignored during the process. And this factor is the human being. Because eventually cell efficiency is great, but there's a person there that has to feel that it is the right thing for him and take an uneasy decision, going to a big investment, which got to make sense for him. And we decided to try to help this person make the right decision. let's talk about difficulty people have with getting a solar system on the roof. So it looks that there's a chasm between knowing what's the right thing and doing it. You look at behavioral economics works by Nobel winners Kahneman and Tversky. You see that people are not being rational. So when you give people two options to invest in one type of investment with positive ROI, or do another one also with the positive ROI, usually they choose the third option, which is to do nothing. And that's a shame, because solar is good for the revenues, good for the environment, and it's just the right thing to do. The thing is, there are a lot of details and a lot of questions that must be answered before you can carry out this installation. What to buy, from whom to buy, how much will I gain from this, is it going to pay off, and so on. So many doubts. No wonder that so many roofs are left baking in the sun instead of generating energy. So when I look at this, I focus primarily on homeowners in locations where solar makes sense, and these locations extend as we speak with the rising price of the grid electricity and the lowering cost of solar systems. We developed the tool with the consumer in focus. We want to help people, but what we found out is that installers love the product because they can invite their own customers, the users of existing solar systems, to the site to talk about solar and to help promote solar, and specifically the products and the professionals that help them to make it real. It's always difficult to start a community, and what we did is actually we started searching for people who have solar systems and are extremely enthusiastic about it. It's easy to find them because they make themselves visible. People who write a lot about their own experience on Facebook and on Twitter and in professional forums and so on. And we contacted these people and we told them, guys, there's going to be a whole new concept of a solar community, and we want you to start it. And some of these people were truly early adopters, and they loved the possibility to truly affect how it's going to look like. We learned a lot from them too. They had a great and valuable feedback for us. And this is how we started it. And then through their invitations, they started inviting other friends, which invited other friends. And installers who heard about this started inviting their customers and so on. And this is how we grew up. The power of social proof cannot be overestimated. We have to understand two things. The people rely on friends. They are fed up with advertisement and they don't want to talk with salesmen at all. This is one thing. The second thing is that solar, as much as I like to think it's interesting, for most people it's very boring, too technical, and they cannot understand it. So one of our challenges, and it was very difficult for us because we come from the solar industry, was to take these concepts and make them as simple, as friendly, and as shareable as possible, because we want to give people something they can talk about around dinner and share it with their friends at the pub and so on. We want to bring solar into the daily life of every one of us. It has to be presented at the right level for this.